What up, YouTube? Welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about something that's recently come to light um, by a person who works on the podcast show Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. Um, Her name is Blue. She goes by like two things from what I heard, like Blue Centric, and then there's also Blue Del Suma. But for the sake of this video, I'll just refer to her as Blue. And she basically shared some information that she had regarding DaniLeigh and how DaniLeigh, identifies herself racially, and as well how DaniLeigh feels about Black women. So I'm going to play this clip right quick, and after that, I'm going to come through and give my thoughts and opinions about what Blue had to say. All right, so you guys heard that clip. And, DaniLeigh says, well, Blue says that DaniLeigh says that she does not consider herself Black. Is that really a shock? When it comes to like the racially ambiguous Latinas, um, who are perhaps may have some slight adjacency to Blackness in some way, shape, or form, a lot of times they seem to take advantage of that for some reason. And I think this is just an example of her, DaniLeigh, just taking advantage of that. Also, she said that DaniLeigh likes Black music and Black men and wishes Black women weren't so jealous about it. And she also said that DaniLeigh feels that she's favored over Black women, but by who? I'm assuming Black men. But notice, like, DaniLeigh in her own community, is she really considered to be like a hot commodity, quote unquote? Like, is she really considered to be like a big deal within the Latino, Hispanic, Latinx community? No, no. She's considered to be very, probably just running the mill, basic. But, when she comes over to Blackistan, oh, yeah, she'll definitely have a whole lot of hands in the air for her, waving like they just don't care, going crazy for DaniLeigh. But do you guys think that Blue is lying? You think that she's, just coming through, just telling some lies on DaniLeigh and just throwing some salt at DaniLeigh and just trying to give DaniLeigh a hard time, right? And a bit of a sidebar right quick. Why is DaniLeigh on an Afro-Latina or Latino panel? Like, DaniLeigh, she's definitely trying to cash in. She's trying to cash in any way she can, right? And on one hand, I can understand some people thinking that this is a bit weird, considering that DaniLeigh is on an Afro-Latina panel, saying that she does not identify as Black at all, and does not consider herself Black at all. Nevertheless, I don't think it's completely completely unbelievable, because jumping in and out of Blackness is what a lot of these women, and also the men, but I feel like the men do it perhaps to a lesser extent. Right now I'm seeing more so the women doing this, jumping in and out of Blackness when convenient. But I can understand some people thinking that's a bit weird. But I wouldn't put it past DaniLeigh, though. She may have a little bit of African ancestry somewhere down her lineage, but Afro-Latino, I just don't feel that that is the primary racial identity that she identifies as. When convenient, right? When convenient, she, especially for her music career, But I just don't think she's checking the black box and the Hispanic / Latino boxes on applications and documents. But overall, I don't think that Blue is lying, though. And here's why. Remember a while ago when B. Simone went on that rant about DaniLeigh and Latinas, the Tinas having an advantage over the black women? DaniLeigh said nothing. She just kept quiet, kept it to herself, kept it pushing. And she said nothing because she probably agreed with it. Let's be real. I mean, DaniLeigh speaks up about other things. She spoke up about being called a certified side chick by the baby. She spoke up about that because she felt that she needed to speak up and set the record straight on that. But she didn't feel she needed to speak up and set the record straight on this because she feels that it's true. And this is why DaniLeigh probably felt compelled to release the Yellowbone song too. At least partly. I won't blame it all on B. Simone, but she played a part in that too, whether she wants to admit it or not. And this story, another thing, this story doesn't make Blue look good. It doesn't put her in the best light either, because she's trying to cover for DaniLeigh, or at one point she was, and she was trying to educate her for some reason. I guess it was just the mammy that was in her that, maybe she felt like, this poor little light-skinned Miss biracial. I don't even know what DaniLeigh is, really. People saying she is white. Probably white enough, I guess. I don't know. But Blue was like, hey, she want a cape. But the thing is, Blue was trying to kind of like get her to get off of that tip, but of course DaniLeigh didn't listen. Of course not. Why would she? And Blue, she should have called DaniLeigh out when she released that terrible Yellowbone song. That would have been the perfect time to call her out on it. Strike while the iron's hot. I do understand why Blue didn't do it immediately, because people would say that, she's hating on DaniLeigh. Oh, you wish you looked like DaniLeigh. You jealous of DaniLeigh. Oh, you just hating. Right? So I can understand her wanting just to avoid that BS altogether. But I think Blue sort of missed her opportunity, but I guess she got another opportunity to come through and do it. And also, DaniLeigh releasing that trash song is also reflective of some of these comments that Blue is saying that she said. Mm-hmm. And also, like, more importantly, in regards to black women that I really want to put out here, like, a message to, like, the non-black women, to the biracial, exotical black women, to the black adjacent women, to non-black men, to black men, and even to some black women. Like, black women are not obligated to support you and DaniLeigh. Like, black women are not obligated to support anyone. In this situation, black women are not obligated to support DaniLeigh. For some reason, folks be feeling like black women owe them something. Like, people get it really twisted, including black women. Like, black women, PSA, you're not obligated to roll out the welcome mat to non-black women or biracial women or to anybody, really. You're not obligated to do that. I know some of y'all want to pretend like it's all kumbaya and, come by here, but the thing is, they not on that same kumbaya, come by here tip like you are. That's not what they on. All right, they on, oh, let me come in here and take advantage of the situation. They know how this climate is in Blackistan right now. the political climate, the cultural climate, the social climate, the socio-cultural climate, etc. Right? They know about this and they make sure to take advantage of this. All right. And black women bear the brunt of that. And also the DaniLeigh, like who was the last black woman that you supported? I'll wait. Who was the last black woman that DaniLeigh supported? And we often hear jealousy, right? Accusations of jealousy being directed at black women by non-black women, by the light-skinned, biracial, mixed race women, by black men saying that black women are jealous. You know, you this is a reoccurring theme for some reason. Like it's they're jealous. They're jealous. They're jealous. Right? And it's like, well, jealous of what exactly? Please specify. What are black women jealous of? Summer Walker, Keke Palmer, Ari Lennox, and the other black women who want to cape for DaniLeigh and women like DaniLeigh. Listen up, because DaniLeigh is going to explain why y'all jealous of her. And also, her black male supporters are going to explain why are you jealous of DaniLeigh and women like DaniLeigh. Go ahead and explain it. All right. And best believe the reasons that they're going to state will relate back to black men or even center around black men. And as quiet as it's kept, DaniLeigh's anti-blackness does extend to black men as well. Her desire for black men revolves around a fetish, basically, and feeling worshipped by black men, and also being able to benefit and get some clout off of them, too. When DaniLeigh was calling the baby all types of N-words, that was her anti-blackness jumping out. That was just, some of it just kind of spilling over a little bit. And a sidebar, y'all remember when black women on social media, of course, were applauding the baby for having a dark-skinned daughter? That's it, just having a dark-skinned daughter. Applause! Oh my God, Black Kai, how you do that? That's a Black Kai right there. He got a young black Kai. Yeah. That's right. But seriously though, and saying that his daughter wasn't quote unquote dyed black, aka light skin or mixed. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Right. He got a black daughter that look black just like him. Oh my goodness. Right? Well, now, the baby does have a quote unquote a diet black daughter now. Right? When he came up, his child lightened up. Like his future child lightened up when he came up. And the crazy thing is, I don't even think that he really likes DaniLeigh all that much for some reason. He really seems to like Mimi more. And also, word on the internet streets is he spent Thanksgiving with Mimi. He ain't spent it with DaniLeigh. And I can't say that I completely blame him on that. It does seem a bit drama-filled, and he probably doesn't want the drama, especially on Thanksgiving, so he probably just went to where he wanted to be at. Let's be real. I mean, DaniLeigh, you are coming off as a side chick here. You ain't getting the holidays. The side chicks really don't get the holidays unless the main chicks just said, nah, you ain't welcome here. Go ahead, get on somewhere, right? Then he may come through, right? But it's like the second choice, though, not the first choice. But because of DaniLeigh's phenotype and perhaps her celebrity status, the baby got with her It's a good look, quote unquote. He probably felt like it's a good look to be with DaniLeigh, you know. But I'm not sure if that's, where he really wants to be, at least long term, right? Although, the baby did have a childhood crush on Raven Simone, who is lighter skinned. So who knows, maybe the baby just likes what the baby likes, Maybe the baby just felt like DaniLeigh was a good look at the time. Maybe he wanted to try something new and then was like, man, this ain't really what it do, you know? And also, as I said in the previous video that I did about DaniLeigh and the baby, where are the Latinas at? You know, where are the Latinas at to support this Latina sister DaniLeigh, her music, and to defend her? I don't see a Cardi B out here. I don't see Sin Santana. I don't see Erica Mena. I don't see Gina Rodriguez. Right? You know, I don't see Eva Longoria coming out here talking about, Latinas, were the true heroes of this. No. We're the real heroines. Nuh-uh. No. And y'all already know that J-Lo, Sofia Vergara, and Shakira ain't gonna be saying nothing. All right, y'all know they ain't gonna be jumping in saying nothing. Shakira ain't gonna be talking about hips don't lie here. No, Shakira gonna keep her mouth shut and telling no lies. And I don't blame them. Like, J-Lo said that she left that ratchet hood booger ish when she left P. Diddy high and dry during his murder trial, right? J-Lo ain't gonna be a riding and a dying for no black kings. No black kings out here. All right. J-Lo gonna be all like, Boricua out the house. Boricua out this ratchet house. All right. And still was able to benefit for years off of the community. All right. Off of the Blackistan. All right. But as Blue said, you play clown games, you win clown prizes. How are you acting like a clown at the beginning of the year and then shocked that you're at a circus on Instagram Live at the end of the year? Well put, Blue. Well put. But I think that's all I gotta say for the moment. I don't want to drag on for too long. I just want to come through and talk about this. Is DaniLeigh black? I think that she has some distant black ancestry, but she's not black, It's not immediate, right? If she is black, it's purely off of the one drop rule, which is a rule that is rooted in anti-black racism. And I don't think we should be ushering people into blackness based on a rule or a law that's off the books, as far as I know, that is rooted in anti-black racism, right? That's saying that in so many words that, if you have a black ancestry within so many distant generations, you are considered to be tainted goods, right? But, of course, when it comes to situations like this, women like DaniLeigh are black when they're interested and open to, dating, having children with, and, perhaps marrying black men, right? When they're open to relationships with black men, women like DaniLeigh are considered black, full stop, right? And also notice Halsey, the singer Halsey. She's part black too. Probably as black as DaniLeigh is, more or less, right? But you notice, Blackistan and black men and black women ain't really saying and pushing that Halsey is black, because Halsey, yeah, she's open about it, but she don't really fool with black folks all like that, right? Especially black men. Her relationships have been with white men, and right now she's has a white baby daddy, right? notice that. But let's say Halsey switches it up and starts dating brothers now. You know it's gonna be full stop. Oh, Halsey's the black queen. Oh, if the seed of your father. Oh, one drop of black makes you black. Black is dominant, right? Just any and everything to make sure that they can have access to Halsey and women like Halsey without being seen as selling out, right? Because as quiet as it's kept, that's part of what it's about too. Not wanting to be seen and labeled as a sellout for being with these women, right? I think that is something that black people, especially black men who date interracially, are very cognizant about. That's why, that's part of the reason why you may see like the pro-black dude who dates interracially. You Part of the reason, not the full reason. They're also pro-black because their blackness follows them, right? They still have to deal with the baggage of being black, especially a black man in America or wherever, really. You know, and because of that, they know that they can't fully, like, quote unquote, divest from the black identity and the black experience because, again, there's so much baggage and there's also such a strong anti-black sentiment and also strong anti-black racism that still permeates through society, right? So because of those factors, you will see a pro-black man who's in an interracial relationship, right? Because they're being pro-black on their behalf, their own behalf. Their advocacy is for themselves and perhaps their brothers who are very similar to themselves and who may be in a similar, if not the same situation as them. But their advocacy, it does not extend to black women. Black women may be able to benefit from their advocacy by proxy, but please be aware that their pro-black advocacy does not extend to black women. Let's be real. They're being pro-black on their own behalf, and sometimes black women just happen to benefit, but it's not on behalf of black women or even just like black people in general. It's on behalf of themselves. You know, again, they're pro-black because of the things that they deal with, not because of the things that black women deal with. All right. But I'm going to bring it to a close, though. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments section below. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now. One more thing. The black women who date interracially and who do still, participate in the pro-blackness, their advocacy oftentimes does extend to black men, even though they may be with a non-black man, right? And something interesting to note there, all right? But really the whole pro-black thing, it does center around black men's plight, more so than black women's plight, right? But that's another video for another day. Thanks a lot.